I just want to look at real estate. I don't want to look at the citizenship. I don't want to look at the residency right now. What's on offer, and what is the destinations and types of properties that people are looking at, just from a pure real estate play?
Okay, so definitely the UK is still very popular. We've got investments starting at about £120,000 that offer 8+% yield every year. Some of we call them high yielding assets that we specialize in can yield up to 12%. So very interesting for people that are looking for cash flow. So the UK, between outside of London, Manchester still showing very strong signs of growth, and the long-term trend in Manchester still coming out to be really positive. Sort of demand versus supply factors still stack up from a capital growth perspective. Then, interestingly, Greece, from a pure real estate perspective, is really interesting at the moment. It's on a trend that is upwards. The economy was voted the best economy by The Economist in 2023, so last year. And very interestingly, we're seeing the advent of the large-scale development master plans. So like the smart cities, you've seen them in Mauritius, 10 years ago. The smart cities, large-scale developments that allow for regeneration of the area, bring in businesses, bring in residential apartments and villas, and that's ultimately rolled out over a period of 10 years. So some very interesting ones there, and we think the market's got good capital growth prospects. And what else? Mauritius, been a mainstay, as I said, for many years. The capital growth over the last 5 years has been really good from a dollar perspective. We've seen close to 40% increase over the last 5 years. I do think that will slow down. So there was an abnormally large capital growth increase over the last 3 years. So I think that will subside slightly. But if you can look at a 5% capital growth in a hard currency and a 4 or 5% rental yield in any property market, you're close to 10% in hard currency each year. And that's something after a sort of 7-year period when you measure the wealth creation for our clients that have invested offshore versus stayed local in South Africa, we see a massive wealth difference.
Okay. So